It's Funderdome. It's like a mini version of the traditional Who Would Win episode. The combatants will be announced. Ray will have 1 minute to debate. James will have 1 minute to debate. Ray will have a final 30 seconds of rebuttal. And then the judge, Kevin Gootee, will decide who wins. Here's your battle, courtesy of patron Alex, a.k.a. Steel Switch on Twitter. Ray, you are repping Thomas the Tank Engine as a Decepticon, so robot mode, versus James. You have Cujo Clifford, the big red dog. So I guess a rabid Clifford. Ray, you have 60 seconds. Begin.
Well, first off, in a battle between the organic and the mechanical, we all know that robot strength is always going to be superior to physical human strength. The tale of John Henry told us that, and we already said Thomas the Tank Engine is a Decepticon, which means, as we all know, all Decepticons can fly. So imagine a flying Thomas the Tank Engine transforming train coming down on you. I don't care if you're a bio-engineered dog. You're still a dog. You're still on the ground. You still cannot fly. So Thomas the Tank Engine is going to be flying down with full robotic strength, slamming into the side of Cujo Clifford. Good on you, Clifford. And he's going to absolutely decimate him. Not to mention, what else do Decepticons have automatically? Lasers. He's got laser beams, so he can just fly above him, much like in our famed Megatron versus King Kong battle that Megatron won, obviously. Megatron flies above, shooting down, and cannot be hit.
And that's time. James, you have a minute. Begin.
All right, here's the deal. First of all, not all Decepticons can fly. The Stunticons, one of my favorite groups of Decepticons, are cars. They drive around. They're not flying. Race to Canis. Now, let's talk about Cujo real quick. Cujo Clifford. Here's the deal. Cujo Clifford is a lot like Godzilla. In our battle with King Kong versus Megatron, Megatron should have won. Unfortunately, I rep King Kong. King Kong destroyed Megatron. It still sticks with me. It's horrible. You can have Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla. 9 times out of 10, Godzilla is wrecking Mechagodzilla. Now, you take Cujo Clifford, who's got rabies as well. He's rabid. First of all, those rabies are going to catch on. He bites the Decepticon Thomas the Tank Engine, who's going to say cinders and ashes and just go absolutely crazy. And all of a sudden, he's infected. You have Decepticons, and Decepticons are known to be able to catch diseases. He's now got rabies. He's now being led by Cujo. That's how he wins this battle.
Interesting.
Ray, 30-second rebuttal.
Of course, you talk about the rabies of Cujo Clifford, but if you're a robot, you're immune to rabies. So if that is going to be his one attack coming in the door, he is going to get knocked on his own butt. I really do see this battle as a redemption battle for Megatron versus King Kong. This is the way to set it straight, Kevin. This is the way to make it happen. You got Thomas, he's got a face, he's got tracks, and he's going to be running trains all up and down Cujo Clifford, and there's nothing the Red Dog can do about it.
And now we go to the judge, Kevin. Who wins in this battle between Thomas the Tankatron and Clifford the Mad Red Dog?
Well, certainly not me. That's for damn sure. What a boy. I wish you guys had more time to think this one out. I'm just kidding. You guys are lovely. As much as loathsome it is for me to give Race to Canis just a modicum of credit, it has to go to Ray, and here's why. Yes, and I hate when people jump on my train line of thinking that means they're as smart as me, and my ego takes a hit. The rabies argument, James. No, who gets rabies? Robots don't get rabies. That's silly. And just because Stunticons don't fly doesn't completely negate the argument about Decepticons can flying. We know that. Astro train and flew. He was also a space shuttle. Sorry, Clifford the Big Red Dog. Got to give it to that little engine that could.
Cinders and ashes.
I mean, and correctly so. Unfortunately, this probably means that in the future battle, Kevin doesn't feel any obligation to have me win. Well, you already got a win in Funderdome, so I get to screw you in the big show.
This is not about you, Ray. This is not about you.
This just went from Sunday Night Heat to Monday Night Raw.
This is Shotgun Saturday Night at best.
You know, I'm going to say I was a huge fan of when they would do the pay-per-view they'd always do Sunday Night Heat the hour before, and I'd always feel bad when they had that match scheduled for the pay-per-view that got pushed forward into Sunday Night Heat, because then it means those people never were going to be immortalized on the pay-per-view. Their match apparently didn't matter. They got cut for time. And I always just remember being like, it was like that Leonardo DiCaprio meme where it's like pointing at the TV, it's just like, oh, this is the match from the pay-per-view and they're not doing it on pay-per-view. This must have some longer matches. I mean, that's just me, maybe. I don't know.
That's interesting, Ray. More importantly, I have actually pictured Clifford having rabies before, because I've had to watch a lot of these Clifford episodes with my kids when they were younger, and it was not fun for me. And I had to say, okay, I'm going to go to my happy place. My happy place was where Clifford had rabies.
So you did win in the end. You won because you got to go to your happy place.
Exactly. That, and my other happy place is Hometown Buffet, the cherry pie section. It's excellent.
Is there a section for cherry pie?
I thought going to say the salad bar
Corral,
section
man.
at the Blue Oyster Bar.
Hey, if they have good cherry pie, wait a minute.
That's Funderdome. Thank you, patrons. If you have suggestions for future segments, DM me on Twitter at 999 RPMs and join in the fun.